Eggs Benedict, California style. We got it going on today. We made those muffins yesterday. Today we're going to complete that dish. Come on, let's go. Moonshine Place Kitchen. Hello folks, and welcome to the Moonshine Place Kitchen. Today we are going to get those eggs Benedict made California style, and we're going to start right away by frying up some Applewood bacon. Beautiful Applewood bacon that we just picked up. Smoked Applewood, we just picked it up fresh yesterday. We're going to throw that on the griddle. So let's go, let's get this action going. So here I have a couple of slices of bacon, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spray with a little vegetable oil. And then we're going to go ahead and stick this bacon on and get it going, okay? There's nothing like the sound of bacon frying, huh? Okay, what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to get this beet grease from the bacon once it's frying so that we can go ahead and saute our asparagus in a little bit of that grease, okay? So let me get this bacon going a little bit. And what I'm going to do to help things along, I'm going to weight it down and spray the back of this weight with a little bit of vegetable oil. The bacon will have some grease that'll come off it, but that'll help some. Got the heat turned up. So this bacon will cook down a little bit. We're going to get that crisped up. That'll really be well. Just step back with us in one moment. We'll get that asparagus going. Don't you go away. This is smelling delicious. And welcome back. Our bacon is just about ready, so we're going to pull that off. We're going to put on some paper towels to help it drain some of the oil off. We're going to get that asparagus going. So come on, let's get this going. Okay? Let's remove our weight. And that's looking pretty good. We got pretty crisp bacon going on right there. That looks nice, okay? So we're going to take that right off. Get that extra piece off of there. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and roll this right up in a paper towel. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and put our asparagus right down in the baking grease, what we reserved from the bacon, okay? And we're going to saute these. Now, I picked the thinnest asparagus we can find because I really wanted to get, I don't want big thick asparagus, I want tender asparagus for this dish. You really don't want big thick asparagus because it gets a little chewy, you know? So, in the meantime, I've also got a little bit of garlic. I've taken some big garlic and sliced it into slices. I'm going to stick some of that on there. Okay, and I'm going to let that saute in a little bit. Okay. Oh, that smells good. Okay. Then, over here, I've got a lime. Okay. And as many of you know, before you go ahead and get the lime juice out of a lime or a lemon or an orange or whatever citrus you want to use, the idea is to roll it. Roll your fruit. I'm pushing pretty hard on it, right on the peel, and I'm rolling it, okay? So here's what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to cut that right in half, just like that. We're going to bring this over. I'm going to take that lime, and we're going to put that lime juice right on there, okay? And then we're going to cover it and let it steam in the lime juice. Actually, I'm going to stick a little bit more lime juice in it, just because I want to. Okay? And we're going to let that steam right in there. That'll be steaming for a few moments. We'll go away again for just a moment. We'll be right back. We'll take this off, and we're done with the outside cooking today. 97 degrees here in Florida today, so we got to be quick out here. We'll see you in a moment. All right, welcome back to the show. It's a little bit warm outside. It's August, it's Florida, it's hot. Well, we're back in the air conditioning, so let's get on with it. So we're going to do poached eggs. And when we were doing the muffin show, which was part one of this series, we talked about a neat little trick to keep your eggs coagulated, to keep them when you're poaching your eggs so they don't get all stringy. And here's the little trick. We're going to take, and this is 50% water, 50% white vinegar. So it doesn't matter if you're going to make more eggs, you can use more, whatever. For now, I'm using a cup of white vinegar, okay, and a cup of water. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk this together, which you really don't even have to. It'll mix. But I'm going to whisk that together. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. And now I'm going to go ahead and crack my eggs very carefully. And I'm going to drop them right in there without breaking the whites or the yolks. Okay. Drop them right in nice and carefully. See? That yolk might have broke a little bit. That's why I have 3 eggs here. Okay. Right in there. Now, I'm going to let them sit. That one might not be any good. But I'm going to let them sit for about 10 minutes before we start the whole process. I've already got my water up to temperature for what I need. We're going to get into a little conversation about that next. But we need to let that sit for about 10 minutes. And you're going to see how the whites are going to actually start to pull over the yolks. And we'll have eggs we can work with. There is going to be a little, you have to take really good care. You got to really take care of getting the eggs out of the bowl into the pan. But once you do that, you'll have the most beautiful poached eggs you've ever seen. Come on back so I can show you that part. Okay, welcome back. And if you look, you can actually see the whites of the egg has formed around the yolks. You see that? If you look close, you see the whites formed right around the yolks. Don't look at that guy. He broke. But these other ones are looking really good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to scoop these out and put these in our water. Now, what I have found is you need the right kind of ladle to do this. Now, I went out and I actually bought this in a secondhand store, but it's a big diameter, low profile ladle to scoop this out. And there are times when you cook in the kitchen where you really have to be careful about doing something. And this is one of those times, so there's no guarantees. But let's try scooping this out. So what I've learned to do on my own is I roll the egg right into the ladle. And we got one. It's like fishing, okay? So there she is. She's right in there. The water I have at about 160 degrees. You can be anywhere from 160 to 180 degrees, but you don't want the water to be rolling boil, okay? Now, when you put the egg in the water, you want to roll it in nice and easy. See? Nice and easy. That's beautiful. Okay? Now we're going to go back and get the other one. You see how nice that is? All right, let's go back and get the other one. Hopefully I'll be able to get this one just as well. I'm going to roll it right in. There she goes. Okay? Looks really good. Okay? And dip some of that out of there. And I'm going to put it right in the boiling water. I put the ladle right down and drop it right in nice and carefully. There you go. You can see the other egg is already formulating up. And basically you're done with this ladle for now. And what we'll do, and I'm actually going to turn the temperature up a little bit. I want to get up maybe a little closer to 170. But what we'll do is we'll use this plastic spoon to actually move the egg when it's time to flip them over. So I'm going to let these cook for another minute or two, and we're going to be back and we'll start the next process. This video is going to move along. Stick with us. It's happening. Okay, we're back. And if you were with us on our last episode, you know that we made homemade English muffins, and we just made these yesterday. So we're going to use one right away. We're going to cut one right now, and we're going to put it in the toaster and get this going. Right now, we might as well get it toasted and start our hollandaise sauce, okay? So there we go. That'll get going. So, to do our hollandaise sauce is very simple. Hollandaise sauce is very, very simple. All it is basically egg yolk, butter, little vinegar, salt, and Tabasco sauce. I have a double boiler going right here with this water going on a very low boil. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put my egg in, okay? Now I did mix a little bit of water in with this egg, okay? And the thing you got to know is that you want to get that egg moving sort of right away, okay? So you don't end up with scrambled eggs in that double boiler. So get that going right away. And then I'm going to add just a drop of white vinegar in it, okay? Okay, so there's a little bit of white vinegar. Yeah, maybe about a quarter teaspoon of white vinegar, just enough to give it a little kick, okay? Now we're going to let this start to heat up a little bit. Now we're going to go double-handed. We're going to go back to our eggs that are cooking over here, and we're going to flip these, okay? So just flip that over, okay? And flip that one over. And they're looking pretty good, okay? And over here, all we're going to do is start dropping a little bit of butter in, okay? And it's going to be the equivalent of about a quarter cup of butter. So you can drop this in a little bit at a time and just keep whisking, keep this moving. Not much to it, okay? Now I'm letting each one melt in as I whisk, and this sauce is looking very, very good. I have to tell you, this sauce is not one for you to get on the bathroom scale, okay? I have to tell you that straight ahead. It's a fattening sauce, all right? The scale is your enemy when you eat hollandaise sauce, but what's the life about, okay? So I'm going to continue to drop in this butter, okay? Keep that whisking. And it's really looking good. I got a lot of air in the sauce. As much butter is in this, it's actually, I've got this really cooking well. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of Tabasco. Now Tabasco is to taste, okay? But I like a lot of Tabasco in there. I like a lot of hot sauce in it, so it really gives you a little zing, okay? So we're going to keep that moving, and I'm actually going to turn the heat off on that right now. I just heard my toaster pop, so we're going to start to dress this up. It looks like our eggs are ready. We've already grilled our bacon and everything else. Come back in a minute and help us dress this sucker up. You be back in 1 minute. Okay, welcome back, and we're ready to dress this plate up. We've already put down some red leaf lettuce and our asparagus that we grilled on the grill. We've got some beautiful beefsteak tomatoes right here, okay? I've toasted the English muffin, put a little butter down. We're going to put a beefsteak tomato down. Let's put a little salt on that tomato because it likes salt, just a little sea salt, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and put some of our crispy bacon down. Now, I know what a lot of you are saying, the Canadian bacon is the way to go, but we like our crispy bacon on the Eggs Benedict, okay? So a nice coat of that, okay? Then we've got some beautiful avocado. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, fresh avocado. I'm going to put some of that down, okay? Get some of these pieces down, okay? A nice little layer of avocado, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and take our egg out, which is plenty tender. You just touch on it. It looks plenty tender. Look how nice that came out. Not stringy or anything at all. All right? We put our egg right on top of that, like that. Okay? Then we're going to take a little bit of our sauce. get some of that. Excuse me one second. Okay, now we got some of our hollandaise sauce. We're going to drop some of that on. Oh, look at that, huh? Look at that. That calls for a little bit more sauce on there, okay? Little of that. That's looking really pretty. Put that back up here. Looks really good. All right. Next, we're going to take a little jalapeno pepper. Oh, more zing, more zing. Look at that. My mouth is watering, okay? My mouth is watering, okay? Then a little red pepper on top of that, okay? We're going to take some lime slices and put some lime slices right on our asparagus, okay? We'll crust that up with a little lime slices. And you know what? I'm in a festive mood. I'm going to drop some more red peppers all the way around, all right? And then to top the whole dish off, we'll move some of this out of our way. We don't need this right now. To top the whole dish off, we're going to go with a little bit of, just hang in there with me one second. Just bear with me one second. I'm going to go with a little pepper. Okay. I'm going to put some more lime juice on our salad to go with this beautiful California style Eggs Benedict and fresh parsley. Look at that. Look at that. That couldn't be any prettier. Okay. So that, my friends, is a beautiful dish for brunch, as you see. Absolutely stunning. Very impressive to feed your family, your friends, anybody for a beautiful Sunday, Saturday brunch, or any day of the week. Make it for dinner. Make it whenever you want. Hopefully you've picked up a hint or two on how to do this. I know that we really enjoy this ourselves. And remember, we're cooking for you. We're trying to get some recipes up that you can do at home, and stick with us. Next time, we're going to continue with our third part of our series now on brunches, and we have something really exciting to show you, a recipe that's 1,000 years old, but you can do it at home. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again and serving you again. Bye-bye.